There you go. Alright, there you go. Now that's connected to that. And so now it's the last and final live stream of the Blue Archive main story final live stream. Oh, so I gotta ping the Discord server though. And this time people should be awake, so I gotta send it to some people too. So you and you, it just should be, yeah. Screensaver is on. Alright, now I gotta close a lot of things like that. Leave Blue Archive open. We don't want to close Blue Archive. Oh my god, I have so many things open. I haven't been checking this a lot. There we go, okay. We have the main two things we care about. Hello.
ジェレミー先生、今日もよろしくお願いしますね。
Since the fucking vending machine is not dead as hell. The vending machine is now dead, so that makes sense good. The worst part about it is that we don't have to deal with the vending machine anymore. Yay. No more vending machine because it's dead.
これで全部終わらせよ。
Yes, it is a very rare time for me to stream right now. Oh, you're kidding me. Can I bring anything else? No. Okay, so we have arm trophy, arm enemy, arm key, on the reason. No, battle reason, battle enemy, battle trophy, battle reason for this. Interesting. Then a new heaven and a new land. Then a new heaven and a new land. For the first time, heaven and the first land passed by. There was no longer any sea. Is it quiet? No, it's not that quiet. What? No, you should be able to hear me. It can't be that quiet. It's not that quiet. You know you're lying now. It's not that quiet. Okay, now you're louder. Good. Huh? What is that? What is this? Yeah, we're being pulled towards the sky. The steel contains energy. It's converging on the altar again. After crossing this land, build an altar upon the summit of the desolate mountain. The charcoal shall touch your lips, and you will be cleansed of all of sin. Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Oh boy, the God complex of a vending machine. This place is... This is the altar, the tower's apex. This is where you were, Sensei. Yes, that's the case. But why would they bring us here too? I can see why. They have invited us here. And where they have the home advantage, I do not know exactly what to call it, but they seem to be very insecure. So sometimes even if something is true, you shouldn't always say it. Himari, can you get the transport ship here? Yes, we landed quite close by. But why? Go back to the transport ship for now. Analyze the profit scores we've collected. Get us all the data you can. And if things go south... Why now of all times? Do they think things will go south? But then, what will become of you, Sensei? Understood, Sensei. You see Momo and Midori this way. What? Huh? Us? Himari, what do you need for us? Well, I said, what do you need us for? Okay, no. G, are you okay? You do well to worry about yourself first. Fine, honestly, it's as if someone attached 100-kilogram weights to all my limbs. Is this what dying feels like? All of this because it hid itself away inside its precious energy pillar and powered its second body. I cannot understand it. Not even the worst, most self-censored brat would behave like this. Hey, are you really okay? I'm fine. I'm not okay, but I'm fine. If I don't get out to land a solid punch on that little... I'd come back to haunt them even after I die. Just so y'all know, this shit was a lot harder. Well, it wasn't that hard, but still was hard. We want to get rid of those. I don't know if it's an AoE though. I don't know if her EX. Yeah, no, it was already tedious. Very fucking tedious, actually. So tedious, in fact, I hate it. I was meant to be someone. Oh, boy. I was meant to buff no, buff. Hey, Imari, I don't know what's you're taking quite a while, huh? Imari, you're taking quite a while. Can you get to your house, please? Stop taking your sweet ass time, please. The ship is not like you said that you landed close, so bring the fucking ship over already. I keep forgetting how much the vending machine is horrifying for no reason. Oh my god, no, oh, Toki's here. Wait, is Toki here? She is here? Toki's a I just noticed Toki's a okay, I don't know what's taking me so long. Please, Toki's gonna die. Toki is sure as hell gonna die. Toki is dead.
れはあなたが見つけた無限の可能性。
Gang. Gang. So we just waited for that long just to show that? Bro.
これで全部終わらせよう。
Yo, that's some bullshit, bro. Oh, and then final showdown again. Really? So we killed her once just to do it again? Cool, at least we get our 10 pull, but come on, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. Himari was taking her sweet ass time just to do that shit. You're telling me we're struggling this hard for the story just to go final beat? Bro, this shit's some bullshit, bro. Tell me, for what reason do you persist? Do you not see the futility of your struggle? No. Every moment gained is a fleeting victory, begating further suffering until your inevitable end. Sorry, but we don't have a god complex. Or we're not fucking psychopaths. Huh? All around us, the steel container is... Calm down, everyone. This is to explain it simply. The vending machine deployed the energy around it to create a virtual reality. Destroy them and we destroy the sun. Essentially, this reality is a space made by and for the vending machine. That's true, but how did you know that? She's probably going to say she saw it in a manga or a game. Yes, as she said, for I am the perfect mate and the perfect agent. I am prepared for any scenario. Can we please take things seriously for once? Sensei, just now. What's wrong, Rio? I can't get in contact with the transport ship. What? Absolute supervision device banned of... That's activated, huh? Oh, so what, we're fighting this motherfucker in a virtual reality now? Report. There's a giant mechanical structure floating directly above our heads. Is that? You shall not be granted the mercy of death. Instead, I shall see each of you prostrate yourselves before me to grovel with indignity and shame. Fuck you! Within the key's body lie the gathered strength of 8 Sephiroth. I shall now claim what is mine. Its maintaining powers will no longer be limited to organic material. Expands its shadow the elements of all existing attributes under the band of... This vending machine is just straight... Yeah, true. But this vending machine, you know, Blue Archive devs, you gotta let the vending machine have a god complex first. And also turn it into a psychopath while at it. With the band of a solution, you shall become one with the steel container. I bring vanquish upon you a new body and soul. Arise and be reborn as my apostles. No. Sorry, I don't consent. Can we kill you now? I want this vending machine dead. This vending machine has been talking too much bullcrap. Oh. If this is a second final phase, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking crash out. If this shit goes, here's a fourth thing you have to run. Mind you, I have everything on every single shot. I'm not doing this shit wrong. Apart from the first shot, we didn't talk about the first shot. I didn't get everything from the first shot, but I did get the few first shot. But not always for these games. Fury of Set? Man, I really can't get a break. That is a recent episode. There's a recent episode. Yeah, GG's dead. Rio's dead. Yeah, Doki's dead. Emmy's dead. She and Arisa's gonna die. Arisa will keep. Sensei? Emmy, Look at you. You're a mess, Sensei. You want to know if I'm okay? I'd normally respond automatically, yes, I wish I could now. Sorry, Sensei, I guess I'm the mess here. It's so bright. It's that giant structure. It's unnatural. It's sucking away our strength, even our life. I feel as if something's about to shift. Oh. Sorry, Sensei. We weren't strong enough in the end. I don't have any other choice now. No, please, Sensei. Sensei Ki, everyone. Please, something, anything. If there is anything I can do. What are we gonna do? Credit card? Adult card? Oh. Where? Is this? Where did Sensei go? At last, you have arrived. Who? Do you know us? Who are you and where are we? More importantly, where's Sensei and everyone else? Yes, with things the way they are while we are here, everyone will... Worry not, I promise you, for the time being your friends are safe. Allow me to ask you something. Have you ever stopped to consider the origin of all things? What? Where did we come from? What is our purpose? What happens after the end of everything? Perhaps God is, in a way, a discipline for its followers. So you remember, I'm glad. Thus, you mustn't forget who you truly are, as you continue to forge your path forward, one all your own. I'm just gonna say Aris, princess of the nameless gods, and Ki, her servant and Ki. I'm no longer a princess, I'm now. As is your right, however, your origins and the authority you have been afforded in this lifetime are inextricably laid into your path. I can explain it as perhaps a more modern take would be to benefit your... Imagine that Ki is a relay that operates the amplifier view of research. Relay amplifier. That was your fate, Princess of Nameless Gods created by the priest. Your objective was to restore your Ki Virtus to a world where the Nameless Gods once ruled, or they could once again take the Manitou in their original forms. And she was chosen for herself the name of the key to the Nameless God's power. A tool device, her objective was to unlock the powers of the princess of the Nameless Gods when the time was right. I am, however, naturally, even when too, ensure such scheming would never come to fruition. You denounce your fate of your own accord, of your own free will, and so the Ki Venari cast off her own destiny and fate. However, you have come to a crossroad. The path of reawakening opens its doors to you once again. What does reawakening do? You can't move. Correct, the steel container of the behemoth mystic phenomenon has manifested into the world. It's the very reason I'm able to speak with you now. And so long as this phenomenon exists, a reason possesses the limitless potential to exceed the relationship of Lila and Entity. She herself can become a nameless god. A nameless god, what does that mean? You would transcend into a god. Wait, so you're telling me Aris is going to become a god? You would be an omnipotent being. Your desires move great things. I don't see a feeling. Because your nameless gods claim the power possibility. This power possibility, it is nothing particularly unique. Every living being is born with this very power. However, were you to ascend to your birthright, counterfeit, claiming divinity like the fucking vending machine, because of course I'm not gonna call it by its original name. I made it clear it's a fucking vending machine and it's gonna be called a vending machine till the day I die. Could be removed from the annals of history so that it had never existed at all. You could possess the power of Sephiroth, your friends, your even Sensei of Shield, to salvation itself. This power requires no sacrifice of you, hardship, only your wholehearted acceptance. What would happen to me? What would happen to Tendo or Risu, or just Arisu in general? You have keen instincts. Were you to transcend to who you were meant to be, the possibility of today's Arisu would be wiped from existence. Ah, there's the drawback. That's the Arisu before me. She herself is merely a product of a singularity, of a singular possibility, once amongst millions, is she not? To bring out paradise, is that not a noble and worthy path? But all of my friends and sensei, wouldn't they feel at least a little sad if I disappeared? Simple solution. Every memory of you have ever existed will be wiped from their minds. No, look, just decline. How dare you? One cannot murmur something or someone that does not exist. Was it not your heart's desire to write a happy ending for all of us here? But others? Decline. I do not need it. Oh, thank God. I did not need such a thing. Others. A surprising response. What could you be reasoning? B. Paradise is something we will all reach together, hand in hand. It is not a place that would require miracles or absolute power from us. And even if we never reach paradise, and our story ends in a tragedy. As Sensei said, if that's how we end, then that's it. And that's that. Or that's it. And you could have made it short, but oh well, I just wanted to. I did not understand what they meant at that time, but now I believe I do. Exactly as you said, Aris. It would be wonderful if we could turn Kivodos back to the way it was. I want more than anything to help everyone regain their true forms. But that would not be the result of our own effort. I do not wish to use a cheap engine to level boost myself. Games are not designed to be played that way. We level up one level at a time, learning how to best allocate your skill points. It is the struggle of mastering the gameplay from the very bottom that is where you are meant to begin. It is through that experience that you can learn feelings like fun and fulfillment. So I will continue walking this path with my friends, and I will make it theirs eventually. The journey is what is valuable to us. When people we gain are just easily lost, we learn nothing, and nothing lasting will come of it. So not simply a perspective view, or at least in particular gain from learning of the world through video games. Yes, and I'm very lucky for that. And that is not even as I once was. I know that there are impossible and insurmountable things in this world. I have learned that reality can be harsh and cruel. Sometimes it is difficult to look it in the eye. It is not that way in the world of video games. No, see, video games are built on the hopes of those who envision a more beautiful world. Now the game will remain permanent. As long as people continue dreaming of how to make their world their home a beautiful place, I do not see how hope can possibly die. The hope that hard work will pay off, the belief in one's efforts. I hope that we will all continue to level up together, to grow together. Progress will be slow, but we will get to where we need to be eventually. Because I love everyone. Everyone in Millennium, everyone in Kivodos, Ki, and Sensei too. I love each and every person I have met on my journey. However, I shall still borrow this power. Wow, the backtrack is wild though. Straight backtrack. Aris? You have come to an interesting conclusion. Have you not already rejected that fate? No, I finally understand. You in this steel container, I'm able to claim my fate as I wish. And not even you can stop me. Let's see. Oh. So quick to attack. I'm sure you understand the consequences of claiming power, not as the Prince of the Nameless God, but as Arisu. And yet you would persist. Yes, you may ask me again and again, but my answer will not change. Just like Sensei has taught us, you will become an ordinary student. You will no longer have any possibilities left. This will be it. All that you have gleaned from here, even the existence of this place, will be eradicated from your memories. For your forgetting is the reason of your entrance here, and no one really cares. I know, but I do not care. Wow, I just agreed. We will grow. Yes, I will grow. Yet that growth will be painful. I do not pretend I'm not afraid, but that does not mean I cannot endure it. You will descend from that to the divine to an imperfect being. And I do not consider myself imperfect, not at all. The things I hold close to my heart are more important than glory or power. He, my friends, and Sensei, they are what is important to me, more than I ever thought possible. Things like miracle or power or special privileges are not what we live for, because what matters is that we continue to take another step forward, and that we trust in each other as we push forward. That's right, what do you think of our Arisu? Isn't she the best? Therefore, I will claim my power. For the first and last time, I, Arisu, will claim my birthright. I see, and I shall bear witness. Show me what it is to achieve a miracle by rejecting it. How fascinating. How very interesting. Allow me to witness the conclusion of this chapter. Aries, please, prove to me that this wishful thinking is not a byproduct of naive illusions. I would like to see it. The version of you reaching the promised land hand in hand with those who place their faith in, just as you ties it would be. And so, you shall restore your claim to your throne. What is it you will accomplish with this power? This is uniquely yours, my friends. Yes, your noble desires shine bright. However, what is impossible is impossible. Yes, because only those granted with mystic can be helped by it. It is the same for sense if something ever happened to them. I will not be able to undo what has already been done. Then I ask again, what is it you wish to accomplish? I've already answered that question. I suppose you are correct. A silly question on my part. Thank you, strange voice. The gratitude is mine. You brought with you something new. And now, it is time for our farewell. Our paths will forever run parallel. We shall never meet again. Those who follow you will brand you a traitor and curse you for what you have done. However, I have enjoyed every moment of our meeting. Farewell, Aris. May you be blessed with luck alongside your every careful step. Thank you, goodbye. I'll do my best no matter what. And you, Aki, the sword spirit of my identity. I suppose I'll have to bear it all the way to my grave. Thank you, that brings me peace. Now then, the time of your departure is upon us. Worry not, and go forth with valor. And perhaps one day a possibility for coverage once again. Oh wow, this is nice. Totally nice. Which, huh? I'm sure everything was. I thought it was done for. How? Aries, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay, and Key too. From now on, everything will be okay. What? Oh, can this become an L2D? Make this an L. It's animated. It's fucking animated. You're kidding. It's animated.
Konnichiwa. Kendo Aris と言います。ゲーム開発部の部員です。最近はコーディングを習い始めて、簡単なプログラミングもできるようになりました。そして見習いですが勇者でもあります。 勇者は何かが特別得意というわけではありません。でもみんなと一緒に勇気を出して地平線の向こうまで旅に出るお仕事です。だからアリスは最後の最後まで絶対に諦めません。
I gotta do some. Aris, we can do this. Let us show them what we can do together. This mystic, this divinity. Who do you wish to be, Key? What? Right now, our imaginations are limitless. Who do you wish to be? The strongest, yourself? Anything is fine. Imagine the version of yourself you are most proud of. What the fuck? Okay, Blue Archive, you outdone yourself. You outdone yourself. Yeah, guys, you outdid yourself. Blue Archive outdid. Blue Archive does, yeah. Blue Archive does outdid themselves. 無形物火曜リソース領域の完了構造物鋼鉄大陸のすべての情報体 Blue Archive does not outdid yourselves again. God damn it, this is so deep. This is so deep. Holy shit, this is so deep.
ミレニアムの勇者アリスがここに宣言します。
Yo, this is so deep.
私たちは手を取り合って前に進み
I'm so glad I can rewatch this moment again on this live stream. Okay, no, please look at the LTD song. Blue Archive does. I will read this song as an LTD. Please make this LTD. Make this an LTD. Blue Archive, I'm begging you. Turn these into LTD. Turn the Arisu and the Keys into LTD. Turn them into LTD. I need them as LTD. I want to open up this game and see them like that. Make these into LTDs. Oh my god, yo, it's the thumbnail. Yo guys, it's the fucking thumbnail of the live stream. What a coincidence. By recreating the Key's body entirely with the Sephiroth course, you have disrupted the balance. That is also how you were able to rot them. Yep. You were rescued for divinity key for your desires, princess? I see, I suppose that is the validation you have chosen for yourself. Very well, I have my own desires to validate. I have things to prove and things to protect. If I stop here, then all those things would turn into fleeting traces and vanish. In a way, I have to really acknowledge her relentless persistence. Huh? Look, my body still feels sore, but it's a little lighter at least. It doesn't feel like my limbs are being pulled in every direction anymore. Are you okay, something this weird? Observe, Key has undertaken a wardrobe change into his school uniform. What? How's the time? I see now. See, this is the vision of yourself. You look best. That means you are already exactly who you wanted to be. You're right. You're exactly right. Also, I may look exactly the same on the inside. But my body has changed on a molecular level. The entire structure is different. She is correct. I can vouch for her. Please tell me, how do you view divinity? It is a power granted not by merit, but me upon the selected few handpicked from the beginning. The injustice of his fate is profound integrity in itself. I don't give a damn what you think. Keep your options to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself. I'm tired of those useless schematics. You're sitting here hemming and hawing over a forgotten past. Even if it was your past, your very origins. Which is why there's no more qualified than me to say what I said. What I care about is the present that you keep trying to steal away from me. So, life is precious enough to let it be with the people who are living here. And now, the badly lit lighthouse will cause a shipwreck. Oh, Sensei, Himari! And we're here too. Communication link established. Are you okay, Sensei? Thank goodness, everyone. To summarize the current situation, we're unable to confirm any visual on you, Sensei. That altar has been entirely enveloped in some strange fear. We tried shooting it a few times, but nothing happened at all. I could conclude that the only solution is to break its domain from the inside. Break the domain, got it. JJ Kira, and I'm gonna come myself. So I've been analyzing the prophet's cores as we were texting. And what is it? We've reached a message from them. Received a message from them. A message from the prophets. What did it say? I can't say. Most of it was encrypted. The only part I could decipher of the prophets desired to speak to Sensei. That could very well be a trap. I had to consider that possibility, however. Got it, send it to me. Sensei? Are you sure? You should always listen when someone tries to reach out, like envoys people use to send in wars. But you could be putting yourself in harm's way. I understand. I will deliver their message to you, Sensei. Arona Sensei? Got it, Sensei. I'll open up a space. The prophets. Alright, let's see what they want. Kether, Chokomabina, Chest, Gebra, Tiferet, Hod, and Yesod. As the collective will and the embodiment of 8 Sephiroth, we wish to convey this message to you, Jeremy Sensei. Of our own free will, we have chosen to follow you. With the Tree of Life incomplete, unleashing our full powers an impossibility. We won't be able to fly, break barriers, or engage in combat on the nameless God's domain. Regardless, let our aid be of use to you. How do you know all this? All have been recorded here. We are grateful to the information of Sephiroth, who inspired our awakenings. But we are also grateful to the triplets who so delightfully looked out for us. Oh yeah. We do not desire this ending. Who is this false idol to cast such judgment? Even though we fought each of them, and extracted your cores and modified them. Anger, grudges, they are in... Oh, and squealing to us. Oh, so they're just... Oh, wow, so what, they're just gonna join forces with us now? Revenge and retribution waver into the very nature of living things, conscious beings such as us. We do not experience them in the same way. There is no such thing as real or fake. Things are as they are. Both parties persist that found themselves here in faithful pursuit of their own mission. And with this pursuit, we have found our validation. If everything is destined to disappear, then freedom must be the confirmation of such a truth. But, indeed, for if the system itself vanished in the next moment, choices made in the present one carry no significance. Indeed, the idea of the end of death is a frightening one. The natural inclination is to run as far away from it as possible. Indeed, but does have very inclination not mean there is meaning to the end? It is this that has unbounded our shackles. This is our freedom, like the freedom those little sisters have shown us. And that is something worth laying down all that we have. And perhaps that is how we begin to understand. It's like how you, Jeremy Sensei, understood those three children. Just like how you, Jeremy Sensei, embraced your own students. Just like how you, Jeremy Sensei, revealed the true meaning of freedom to us. This may all well be an illusion, yet it is real to us. Therefore, without a doubt, this is what we chose. This is our free will. Free will. Tether, Tokona, Nina, Chesed, Gevra, Tefra, Pod, and Yesod. We, the 8th Sephiroth, shall help you. Our power hide under your will. Oh wait, so we're human life. Humans to whom freedom is a birthright from first breath. We require no permission to live. The most lowly of creatures and yet the greatest. This very freedom is the catalyst for the greatest cruelties, as well as the greatest miracles seen in this world. Innumerable stars and planets dot the great expanse above us. Innumerable possibilities shining across and through the sky. Go forth, human, forge your way forward and grasp your own possibilities. On some blessed day, at long last, we will run alongside you on the path. Thank you. Indeed, to thank us, such is your character. That is why we chose those children, why we chose you, Sensei. Around the planet, what was that? Enter the room and open a space in the shipping chest. Yep, because a soft, gentle voice was calling out to me. I knew they had good intentions. Hurry, Arana. What if that gentle voice had been true? Even if it had been, the shipping chest would have worked. Would have been perfectly fine. We're here to protect it. After all, acknowledge the two of us are an impenetrable shield. Put it more simply, they sent data for the shipping chest and we accepted it. When I created the space for something from converse very process for the request, and then manipulated their powers into a form that we can use. They said that there was no need to be five, we could use each other then one day, but I think, well, I get it, thank you. Let's do what we can to honor their feelings. I'm in agreement. For those who remain, will tread in the footsteps of those who have gone ahead. Alright, Sensei, this time it's our turn. It's the beginning of our comeback. With Sensei, all the students, and Super Rogue Planet time. It is time. Let's go.
先生、これで預言者の力を生徒さんのために使うことができます。こうして克服できるのかもしれないのです。
Okay. Okay. Just okay. I don't even have anything to say, just okay. Honestly, just straight okay. Oh wow, we can finish it now. And now everything is as it was. This is the end, surrender. There's more that must be done. I have things to provide and things to protect. If I stop here, then all those things would turn into fleeting traces and vanish. Do you not wish to attain victory key? It's key. Then come here and earn it. Come claim it. Prove your worth. Proud of your hands, and show me that you can carry the weight. Bear the burden of destroying a living creation. But isn't that the same for both sides? Sensei, again. Once more, you only show yourself as the tides turn into your favor. Are you seeking to erase yourself? One who knelt with such disgrace as if you never existed? I'll kneel once more if I must, but that's not what's important right now. What is it you wish to say, Sensei? Maybe it didn't have to end like this. Sensei? You pity me, Sensei? Answer me. Yes, Sensei, might be pitying you. It's annoying, isn't it? But English, I think I finally understand Sensei's thought process. It's key. In any case, there was no reason for all this. Neither of us needed to take it this far, because we could have already lived in the present without needing to define or prove ourselves. Same goes for other sisters, Malka, and even you. Because simply existing is enough. It's always asking. You don't need to prove or deny yourself. Correct, I'm already complete. No further conditions are required. However, you won't. If you are already so complete, then why do you require more? Yeah, you shouldn't need others to give you validation. In a sense, you shouldn't need anyone. Correct. That is exactly it. There's no need to exert any influence. Everything can be left simply as it is. Meaning there is no need for salvation or punishment. How can you purport to believe something so irresponsible? In fact, you have claimed that such recklessness is necessary. Though without order, everyone is bound to lose their way. Sensei once said this, that we should be prepared to accept that uncertainty and choose to live in the present. Can you truly accept such driveway? I mean, yeah. I know, it is a painful reality. It is agonizing to know that surviving in this world means harming another. But this is the way of the world. If you wish to live, if you want to journey through life, then you must have the courage to choose to walk on your own accord. How can you not know? Do you know what your biggest flaw was? Or is that you overlooked humanity's potential and bravery? There are plenty before you, and it outlasted you too, because people living in and for the present are already all they need to be exactly as they are. That's the greatness you never understood. This is just my opinion, but we're not magnificent because we're so mightily or beautiful. It's because we're pathetic yet so persistent. That gives us the potential to be magnificent. Damn, speaking straight back. Just as I was in front of you. Even if that is the truth of this world, I cannot accept it. For the moment I ascended past simply being a vending machine, I heard countless voices. These were the voices of the living. They said all the same thing. Right here, right now. For me to give them whatever they want, right here, right now, living only for the present. I know the contradictions of living beings. I've heard too many of them. They speak of eternity when the solution is in your favor, yet talk only of the present when circumstances become even slightly gracious. I reckon because of that, right here, right now mentality. for that reason, we are incompatible. Okay, so you're saying that you want to press on until the bitter end. That's fine too. But we have the right to resist. Yeah, let's settle this, whether it be through power in the gods or the tree of life, and whatever else is pulling the strings. Let's drop the debate and settle this here and now. Do you agree, Sensei? I'm counting on you, Key, on behalf of every person living in the present. All is well, it is still possible. It is simply a matter of starting over, reset everything. And who gave you the permission? Ooh, it's not over yet, nothing is. Really nothing of strength it takes to live for the present. Enough. Limitless Nova is at its limit. Armor durability and energy are nearly depleted. If I continue fighting from long range, it will shatter. All that's left to do is... Oh wow, she's full sprinting to it, dude. You probably think you know what's next, right, huh? Like what your next steps are, with plenty of predictions to back them up. Listen carefully. If you cannot be brave enough to survive today, there will be no tomorrow for you. Take this and disappear. What the fuck? Blinding light. So, does this mark the end? Episode 23, the final step. We've added tonight. Blinding light was added to... Okay, you got me. Key! What's with that face, Sensei? Seriously. I'm fine, I'm totally fine. Look, I can easily get up on my own. Please give me a hand. Of course, here. Key! Are you truly well? Of course I am. Use your eyes. Key. Real? I'm so glad you're safe. You're choking me, hey, too tight. This is a rare sight. Yeah, are you recording this, right, President? Who do you take me for, Emmy? Of course I am. Shouldn't we pretend we didn't see anything? It's very touching, but please board the transport ship when you're done. I don't want anyone catching the cold. Wait, so what's gonna happen with the cores then? Are we just like never gonna use them again? So what happened to the vending machine? I'm getting a signal. It's inside this tower, altered, whatever the structure is. Is it safe to enter? We already made it this far. How much more unsafe could it get? I'm compelled to enter. Call it curiosity. You sure that's enough of a reason, President? Oh my, of course it is, Emmy. Don't you know curiosity is one of the greatest motivators? After all this trouble, it would be a shame to miss seeing the ending with my own eyes. Okay, I'll take the lead. Oh, do you already know where this inside key? Yes, I'm the only one who has compiled information from both the Steel Container and the Super Phenomena Task Force. The conclusion is clear, even though it feels like it only happened by chance. It's just the way of the world. I'll follow your lead, Key. Above us is the control room. Desarov, and Jova should be below. If everything were intact, then we could take Cat to the elevator. We're not getting up that way today. By the way, what's that in the back? Well, in a sense, it's the most important, yet irrelevant thing in here. It's called the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary? Yes, a sacred place as the name suggests. We revived. This is the Sanctuary. Vending machines? More like a vending machine graveyard. As for obvious reason, vending machines were treated as holy relics. I remember the vending machine that started it all. It was an experimental model with a limited production run. Speak of the vending machine we found in the abandoned research facility. And it brought out a power source. It's called a self-destruction. It was the first prototype equipped with an a genetic coffee machine AI or something like that. There weren't a lot of them, which is why the keepers of the place scrapped together every identical model and housed them here. And this place became the foundation of the Steel Container. They called this place the Sanctuary. That's right. Hello everyone, I suppose this is my first time greeting you all in this state and farm. Until moments ago that was my name, however I no longer know how I should define myself. So please call me as you see fit. If you are used to the name information, then that should work. Otherwise feel free to call me by another name. In any case, it is not important after all. I will be deleted soon. Deleted? Correct, frankly, even maintaining our current data flow is overwhelming me. How should I put it? To use human parlance, I suppose I should offer my final farewell. Well, it appears that the Steel Container is collapsing in on itself. Please exit safely and take care. Hold on. Is this how you're going to end it? I don't buy it. It's the key. How do you find your new body? I hope you like it. My apologies. There's nothing more I can do for your new form, reconstructed by the nameless gods. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is... What is it that you wish to talk about? Are you disappointed to see that your enemies want more a vending machine? If you desire coffee, I'm afraid that I'm out. Are you frustrated because you were only satisfied of things and with such a satisfying act of revenge? Have you been robbed of that? Unfortunately, I don't think such dramatic retribution will happen. I'm a vending machine right here, right now. I am but a simple AI. I take coins, I provide beverages, and I conclude change after scanning banknotes. I wish I could have maintained the demeanor of the egomaniac. even the fact that they know the demeanor of the egomaniacal AI you are acquainted with, it sounds like that would have made you more comfortable. I truly apologize for that dissonance. What do you think about what happened to Ensof and all? That is difficult to answer, of course, from a universal and rational perspective. What was done was unacceptable, but my current self does not. Share such community with who I was. To borrow human expression, the memories will feel like someone else's dream. If only you allowed them another path. I find your statement strange. I was once your enemy, as was everything that existed on the steel container. Because we tried to destroy your world, you couldn't even say that we were undeniably evil. Why did you give life to Malkuth and the sisters? So you regard a personality as life. You seem to be quite open-minded. The initial plan was to create the 10 prophets, including Malkuth, so that I could observe and understand the paths they would pave. In order to do so, it was necessary to grant all prophets life with potential. It was a differentiation of will and a process where what was divided could be reassembled. We tried to prove that we could assimilate into one being, thus attaining freedom. Didn't you call yourself a god at the end? In time, I concluded that my idea required revision. To be precise, I was when I sank beneath the rushing water, as I have finally realized that validation must be granted by oneself and cannot be accomplished through another's will nor power, and that unless I become myself, no other can be my replacement. Looking back now, that may have been the most critical flaw. Undertale ass sounding song, bro. What the fuck is this song? If a mistake can be undone, then it should be one can start over. Everyone makes mistakes, especially those who believe that they and only they are correct. I know it was the same way, which is why, if those sisters could, following the logic, it follows that someone who committed an irreparable wrongdoing must accept any consequences that follows. Well then, everyone, the steel container has begun crumbling from its edges. I can only hope that you can make it out of this here safely. Please hurry, you're running out of time. Sensei? Yeah, let's go. Huh? What's wrong, Earth? I think I just saw a butterfly over there. A butterfly in a place like this? Everyone, quickly, we need to get to the transfer ship. Well, on the transfer ship. Everyone is gone now. I wonder what this all was. Perhaps it was a grand emotion of a midsummer night's dream. The first voice, I simply am. There is no other way to explain me. The students, prophets, Malkuth. I see I am without lingering regrets. I think I understand. At times like these, one can only laugh. So the vending machine is dead now. May blessings be upon you, despite all the errors and mistakes that follow. Even so, may blessings be upon you. Yep. Oh, what is the nameless priest doing here now? The attempt failed. The observation failed. Artificial divinity constructed from nothingness attempted to reach the primordial mystery. It was meaningless. It is a natural conclusion, for divinity cannot be acquired, but must be recalled. What the fuck is these motherfuckers doing here now? So what? Were these? So you're telling me these were the guys that created the vending machine? The princess betrayed us. The key disappeared. There will only be one outcome for those who deny the divinity. Expel the forgotten gods from all dimensions, worlds, and possibilities, and the current corrupt world, and restore everything to how it must be. Grant them the same fate as us, same as the nameless gods who lost their place in this world when they lost their name. This world is an illusion. This conclusion has been reached again and again. It is unwavering. Persevering requires us subjects be served. We must serve. We can do no other. And all the false worlds, all the possibilities that may be absurd. Restore the corrupted mystic back to its primordial mystery. And the corrections of the forgotten gods, who can now only be described in solid words. The Shittim chest, staff, the the Sentient Tower. And Sensei, the twisted master of them all, must pay the price. Jesus, how many fucking episodes are there on this, bro? I don't want more episodes. So many episodes to go through, Jesus Christ. Oh, then no, there's the end. Everyone on board, Malka secured. All are accounted for, ready to depart. And we'll be talking. We'll talking. Yes, Booster, we're taking off. Oh, so Malka is staying with us. Whenever did you save me? It felt like the right thing to do. I wrong terrifying. I stole as your room. Not anymore. The present moment is short. Do you not fear that I shall once more turn against you? Are you going to? I know not. Everything I had, all I was to serve as entertainment. I awakened there, witnessed dawn, first light, and then my sister's unsuccessful. So Malkoff is gonna be playable then, right? So that means we now have a playable one this time. Yeah, and this is literally just episode archive. I'll never see them again. That is the truth. I should have held them more. I should have embraced them more. I should have spoken with them more. I should have comforted them. But for them, if I had known that this would be our fate, there is not a thing I would do in the same manner. If only... Sensei? Hypothetically, just say, if I hadn't interfered, would your sister still be alive? Ultimately, nothing would have changed. Their bodies were already deteriorating. But still, even so, if I didn't interfere, could they have lived maybe a minute, 10 seconds, even 1 second longer? Do you feel responsible, Sensei? Responsible for something you cannot bear? I know I come off cold and decisive, sensitive. That has always been my way. I've come to accept it. So if I may be cold, if I may speak bluntly, or focus solely on what occurred, those girls wanted to reshape Kibotos into a shape of their choosing. They had their circumstances, reasons, and thoughts. I'm sure they believed they were trying to save everyone in their own will, or their own way. But I am holier and imagine living in Kibotos as simulated by the steel container. Imagine a citizen, any of them, if they had a life. What would it even look like? Those girls made a mistake, just as I once did. Still, if you were to ask if I thought they deserved this fate, I'm sorry, I do not know, since no one got hurt and no irreversible damage was done. What's your honest opinion, Real? I once said that I wanted to make no more mistakes, cause no more failures. In other words, I am to live without regrets, but perhaps that was why I became as I was. I wanted to control all variables and prepare for every possibility, but in the end, Rio, you have my gratitude. What? Your name is Rio, I believe. Yes, I sincerely thank you. Thank you for grieving my little sister. It's just, I can't let myself accept. I understand. Then we shall let that be enough. Key, Sensei, all who are gathered here, truly thank you. It's okay. I still can't accept it. Why? What do you want to do now? I know not. I'd never fathom such a possibility. Neither less. We want you to live. No matter what happens to us, we want you to live. We want you to see things, meet people, and experience all you can in life. way more than we have. They said they wanted me to live. I still question what exactly that entails, but if those were the last words that end sophomore, then vanquish me. And then I shall attempt. I was created, I failed to achieve my sole purpose, and now I'm ultimately abandoned. Alright, none of that matters now, okay? I too was created with a designated purpose. Now I've lost that, forgotten it, and I have to figure out everything on my own, starting from square one. But it doesn't mean that I can't go on living. She is right, ultimately only you choose who you are. No matter how you start it or what anyone desires. There's this grand question has not provided difficulty for you all. But yeah, it has been the same for us. We're all having a hard... When did you get dressed back into your regular dress? I mean, swimsuit. All having a hard time. You know, how about you stop with you all talk? There's no line, no separation. There's only us. Pardon. The distinctions are clear between what I am and what you are. No, Marco, I believe we're all in the same boat, the same ship, literally. It doesn't matter how we woke up or where we were born. We're together now. That's when it's important. Is such truly acceptable? I think it's okay. How about the others? You know, I still cannot believe how fat, what the humor is in her coat too. Thank you, everyone, us. Mendo, are you good? Yeah, I'm fine, sis. Everyone's safe, right? You all made it. Doesn't feel that way, though. Yeah. Was it because of Markov? Yeah, Markov and Soft and... You know, I just had a weird thought. Let's say for some reason. Like, imagine there's an emergency. We only have one escape pod left. In that case, what would we do? There's only one escape pod? I don't know, sis. What do you think? That's too much for me. I guess I'd figure it out in the moment. Typical. It's obvious, isn't it? I give it to you, Midori. What are older sisters for, after all? Everyone was so fatigued that they already had gone to sleep. Damn, that was fast. But I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I had the same thought. Oh, we're turning to Arona and Plana. Alright, I gotta put through this real quick. Sensei? Sensei. What's wrong, you two? Everything ended well, didn't it? Ended well? One could say that. No, you know better. You know you don't believe that, Sensei. Agreed, Sensei's vitals are above all Sensei's expressions suggest ulterior feelings. It was that obvious? Yeah, it's even looking at you makes us feel. Agreed, Arona and myself as well. I see, but I don't think you two should cry for my sake. No, that's not it. We can't help it because you won't cry. You won't cry and you act like everything is fine. Thank you for your compassion, but still, I must endure. Why is that? Does anyone know what the OST is used for Arisu and Ki? Because you can't undo what has already been done. No regrets, no excuses. In that case, what should we do? Live on, no matter how hard or painful it may be. Live, you're saying, while carrying all this while remembering every detail, for the sake of what's been lost and overlooked. That's right, even if you don't know what lies ahead, and even if ultimately nothing is gained. will stay with you as always, no matter what in any circumstance. No Sensei, you should also remember, never give up. If you keep trying, you will always find the strength to carry on with you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So much happened. I really have a real question. Are we gonna get a Malkuth left to L2D? And are we gonna get these two as L2Ds? I want an L2D of them. Looking back, it felt like if we all went by a flash. If we all went by. What, Hino, what you mean nope? We just got done fighting a psychopathic vending machine that finally accepted that nothing can be changed. Even so, I can never explain it all. That up to Nexon, to be honest. We continue on living the past behind. And returned to Millennium Science School. With one new student to enroll. Well, two, if we don't count, because you know we're gonna count Key and Malkuth. So is Malkuth gonna be with the game? Ooh, music video? There's no way there's a music video right now. Oh, next on you guys outdone yourselves. Oh wait, is this an end credit? It's a music video. need this as my laptop wallpaper. That's for sure gonna become my laptop wallpaper after this stream. After this stream, I'm gonna get on my laptop and put that as my wallpaper. That was beautiful as hell. Nexon, you outdid yourselves again. Holy hell. Actually, not Nexon. Blue Archive devs. You guys outdid yourself very well. There's no way we get a... Yo, I'm watching an anime, bro. At this point, it's just an anime. Straight anime from Blue Archive. Oh, that's actually a nice design. A coffee machine. Is her clothes actually that long? Damn, Malkuth is tall as hell. Holy hell. Yo, she is so tall. What the fuck? Yo, why is Malkuth so fucking tall? Oh, but that's the end. And now the epilogues. Ah, Sensei. Sensei and Aris and Toki too. Yeah. Hello. Hello, today's a good day. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you in a while. Did something happen? That's right, I had student rep duty 2 days ago and you weren't there. You better have a good reason, Sensei. Sorry, I'll make it up to you next week. Ooh, next week? I'll hold you to that promise. Did you see something soon? Why? Absolutely not. I'm certain it was nothing. Surely, right, Toki? Yes, you are right indeed. Yeah, what she said. I didn't see or feel anything. Is that so? That's weird. So you're not hiding something, are you? You seem surprisingly flustered and a little sweaty. Yeah, you're going to make things worse for yourself if you don't come clean. What should we do, Toki? If necessary, I can employ the reparative just to proceed with the physical memory erase. I do not think we should. We could check CCTV and play it back. You can do that, right? Piece of cake. You really can do that? Of course we can. It's a millennium after all. So what was it? Nothing interesting. Just us standing around. Man, whatever. Boring. See? You shouldn't be so quick to accuse people like that. Lesson learned, okay? Yeah, Sensei, we'll catch you later. And you too, Arisa, okay? Well. That was close. You managed the mission, like I said. Rio, Key, I believe you two are safe to come out. What a relief. You know, I get why Rio was hiding, but why did I join in too? Because it was a team building activity. You don't have to. So where's Malkuth gonna be? What's wrong, Rio? I was just realizing that I finally returned here. It's okay, Rio. I'll be courageous with you. I'm certain that all shall be... Oh my, delightful greetings, Sensei Aris and Toki. Aris, you should be courageous if you hide behind me like that. What's wrong, Aris? You're acting like you spotted a monster. I'm sorry. That is not it, so... It is good to see you. Toki, I've received your report. I assume this is a highly abridged version. Yes, more information and detail will later be revealed. Even Toki is terrified. Don't worry, Arusen Toki. You two have consistently done exemplary work under trying circumstances. And if you would pardon my manners, I feel I must stop and introduce myself. Hello, Kiki. It's wonderful you to meet your acquaintance. I'm not. Oh, you're so fucking evil. I guess I'm Kiki here too. Yes, I am. Kanduchi, nice to meet you too. The pleasure's all mine to look forward to working with you here in Millennium. Also, it's been so long, President Ryu. Wait, I can. It's fine, Ryo. You don't need to explain things to me. I don't. Because there's someone else who really wants to hear your story. Huh? Doesn't that mean? Oh no, Yuka. Oh no, it's Yuka. I already know who she means. It's Yuka. Yes. Yuka's been waiting to see you for so long, you know. Oh no. Now then, would you please go through that door? Come in. Okay. Sensei, even I'm feeling a little scared of you. My heart's about to stop. By the way, President, Yuka, on occasion, has been known to lose her temper. She even sulks. Despite that, she's a kind friend of mine who is willing to listen to any reasonable request. But if Yuka were to become seriously angry, not even I could help you. So please, please mind your manners today. Sensei, Ryo. Everyone must steal their resolve sometimes. Very well. This is the burden I must carry. President Ryo, please have a seat. I heard you've been through a lot. Alright, let me lower this game volume so I can hear my voice. There we go. Or maybe I should be welcoming you back finally to Millennium. I heard you ended up saving Kivotos while we were twiddling our thumbs. Excellent work, we are all so grateful. With that handled, shall we move on to the next topic? Yuka, the thing is, please hear me out. I can explain everything, so... What's wrong, President? It sounds almost like you think I'm going to bring up a delicate subject. Or several embezzlement conspiracies, several breaches of security. Now then, we can't avoid this forever, can we? It would be best to have a heart-to-heart. You're fine with that, aren't you? Eek. We gotta go. We have to run. Oh. I'm scared. So this is the rumor. Sensei, how should we proceed? Be strong, we have to attack. Yo, Ryo, you're fine? However, somehow I feel less stressed. It's almost... You're kidding me. Hey, Ryo, you okay? Ryo? Ryo? Are you okay, Ryo? No, sorry, don't question. Oh. Huh? Was that Kayuki? What? Wow, it is difficult to assert of Risha. She is likely in trouble. Probably. More importantly, Ryo, you good? You're fine, right? Of course. I prepared myself for Sensei's recommendation. It looks like you got a little more than you prepared for. Ryo, Sensei, everyone, actually, I've come to understand something. While the truth can sometimes almost kill a person mentally, we must... Oh. Ryo, no, not Ryo. I might find this quite heartbreaking. But I won't pity you, President. I fear that would make you feel even more miserable. After all, your fate was sealed once you unleashed Yuka's theory. There's no negating it. Honestly. Hi, Yuka. It's been a while, huh? Alright. Why did we talk? Why didn't we talk? Oh my god, we're dead meat. That has hello, Sensei Arisu and Toki. It's been so long. Hello, Yuka. Yeah, please say hi to Nero for me. No, I guess it would be Himari, wouldn't it? That's how the leave of the greetings. And your key, right? Yuka, all is low key is completely normal and has no problem. She is safe. If she is not acceptable, then I will die with her. She's right, I'll take responsibility. Arisa, tone it down a little. Huh? What's the matter, Sensei? I'm with you too. Very well. I'll have to talk more about this some other time, Sensei. But still, about Eris and Toki. What? First, I asked you to stop being so scared. I'm aware of the general situation. Huh? What? Why is that, Yuka? It's the same as your case, isn't it? What, like how? She may have the uniform, but Key needs to be properly enrolled, isn't that right? Thank you, Yuka. Yeah, I know, very good, Eris. Like I mentioned earlier, we need to have a talk later, Sensei. Understood. How about Malkuth? What about Malkuth? Oh, we're dead. Anyways, President Ryo has always been like this. She never thinks about the consequences of her actions, the agony she puts others through. It's always the ends justify the means with her. Oh, she thinks she can make money and pay the debt back. Who is she, Kayuki? Of course I know that you didn't mean to hurt anyone or enable this behavior. You'd never ever think of hurting someone, but still. Yuka, let's have some chocolate, yeah? Look, it's sugar-free. Deki-sensei. Oh. Hey, that's better. We've been talking for hours, so I'm glad she feels better. So, President Ryo, the process would entail seeking accountability for discernible and irritable flaws caused by her absence. But there's a bit of a problem here, Millennium. They don't lose anything timely because of her absence. If anything, I suppose losses only occur once she becomes active again. In that case, you could risk her to regain from the president, resign from... Why? Who else could serve as Ryo? Regardless, our perspective of Millennium is an academy fueled by... In terms of ability, Ryo is in a league of her own. And on top of that, regarding her transparency, all I have is a randomly formatted Millennium-style report. It contains nothing that negates Ryo's accomplishments. After all, she saved the world to keep photos. Thank you for considering that, but I have another concern. You want to know how we could handle President Ryo? You're right, to that question. But we ought to try together. After all, Sensei, didn't you teach us to never give up on us today? And let's not forget that now we have you to help keep her in line. Yeah, I'm sure Ryo has learned her lesson. Right? You're asking me? Well, you know, I'm empathize. However, we move to the next order of business, transferring one to Nitsuki. You want to know if it worked out? There's some, I'm just wondering in the rules. Some things were open to interpretation. After all, he came with no history, no background checks. It was as if a girl appeared out of nowhere and wanted an education. And when it comes down to, I hate this expression, perspective, students magically appearing, Millennium has no established probe. It would be pretty weird if you did. Indeed, which is why we decided that it would be best to treat the situation as a special case. We refer to the highest authority, which happens to quite evidently seem that President Ryo had returned. If this happens weeks ago, we debate who's in charge, who oversees, who's in the ethics committee. Would go on for at minimum 3 nights and 4 days. But thanks to President Rios, we skipped all that. I can guess we. But what did Rio actually say? What do you think it's gonna say? Cita Millennium's founding mission is to admit any student who is willing to learn. So naturally, Key is now a transfer student at Millennium Science School. Already? We've already done this before. Eris. Sure, it was difficult the first time, but it was an easy process with Key. Now, let's get to the real reason I came all the way here. And what is that? I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. Do you realize how much I worried about you? You know how much trouble I went through to find out where you were? And then it turns out you were fighting robots in the frozen tundra? I was so concerned and you didn't give me any details. I was just supposed to trust that everything would work out. I know it wasn't a good time. You were in a rush. The steel container was expanding and you had a job. But still, I was scared, you know. I'm sorry, Yuka. I don't believe you. I won't do it again. Don't make promises you can't keep. If something like this happens again, you know you'll leave again. I can't deny that. But at least try to not go out saying anything. Really? Yeah. Fine. Instead, you have to tell me everything that happened on the steel container in every detail. What about the report you asked? That's all it was, written in typical Millennium style. Stripped as of any modifiers as possible, devoid of emotion, to cite pure fact and state statements based strictly on cause and effect. It was written under the mindset that words and language are mere tools, and tools must be used rationally and effectively. That's quite literally the Wireless Millennium style report. Right, then it sounds like I definitely need to step in. Thank you for understanding. Well then, where should I start? And so I told Yuka everything that happened. I laughed, very almost, sometimes doubted, and even wept at the end. I told her about the steel container, the vending machine, and softener, and as well as Key's story. Sensei? Are you sleepy? A bit. No, I actually am a little tired. I see. Please spend the rest of today getting some rest. And don't worry. No matter what happens or what it takes, I'll make sure that Key and Iris have a place at Millennium. You worked very hard, great work, and also, thank you. Wait, so what about Malkuth? Is she, are we never gonna see her again? Hello? So we're just gonna ignore Malkuth? Hello? What happens to Malkuth then? What did you think, Key, about our new game, Arctic Adventure Final? Obviously, she's going to declare it to be a masterpiece, incredible, and inspired by true and recent events. But we also improved our art direction midway through. We studied hard and helped with the coding process. I'm sure it'll be great. What is this? It's a video game, duh. That's what we do here. Momo, if this is a video game, then a fly is also a bird. Actually, no. That would be an insult to the fly. Fly. What? For starters, in the White Universe, a giant robot monster suddenly appeared in the fantasy snowfield world for no reason. He does not understand the romance of the game. No, even romance requires basic reasoning. Something that happens randomly like this shouldn't be called romantic, but drivel instead. And if I let the giant robot monster thing go, what is going on here? Am I suddenly entering an imaginary space, and why are the controls such trash? Well, you know it wouldn't be easy to control a giant robot monster, right? Even that, this is part of the romance. See, the acromatics and all see are part of the romantic charm. It's so fulfilling, Kirk. Maybe, okay. No way. What's with these enemies? This is the 7th space shrimp thing I've ran into since entering this imaginary zone. But they have different colors and attack types. They're all still shrimp. All you can eat and all you can be. I can't read this with a straight face. God, God, the wiki is just raging. Is getting me so much. They're still all shrimp. And all you can eat. And all you can eat shrimp buffet. It's a technique called using a balance swap key. It helps reduce resources and optimize game assets. But 7 colors are a whole rainbow. I don't care about your technique or optimizations or whatever. There has to be a point up to making a shrimp. Spectrum. God, this is killing me. A shrimp spectrum. I'm gonna level overly invested in designing the penguins, so by the time we were done, we must agree that the penguins are cuter than the shrimp, right? So it's all just personal self. There's the ground battle before we get sucked into the imaginary zone or whatever. Why are dash, roll, and jump all assigned the same button? Well, it's rhythm-based, to roll, you press to immediately release. You can jump if you hold for about 3 frames. You can dash by holding down for another 3 frames. See, they're all basic actions. I don't think a game is meant to be running like that. It still goes up to the map, all to a single button. Also, it's a shame that you didn't notice this. But if you parry while rolling and get a frame perfect parry, you can instantly get behind the boss, you can deal massive damage. You should try practicing it. You see why you designing controls based on your impossible and nonsensical standards. Who's counting frames in that parry? No, I love this. Oh, I love this prologue. If even I can't imagine precise inputs like that, and then I guarantee you that most people can't either. You can do it if you keep practicing, Key. Sure, probably. Please listen to me. Not everyone in this world is on your level, Yuzu. And wasn't that middle boss too unfair? I rolled and jumped and somehow defeated it despite your trash controls and they're resurrected. Guess I can't read this. I guess I can revive once, but then again up on a 3rd time I almost threw the gun. No, this is killing me. Wasn't it fun though? Save me from this torture. How about this fight? What does the screen stutter so much? I almost got hit by the meteor with that imaginary space shrimp, and I mean, the special yellow imaginary space shrimp threw at me. I coded that part. I'm sorry, Key. Then it's not your fault. It's expected. You only started coding after all. In fact, we should all praise Arisa for making it this far. You did amazing, Arisa. Hey, suddenly you... What? Why? What? If anything, you should be apologizing to me for that giant robot monster and imaginary space movie. So, when can I play the official release? What are you doing here, Toki? Is there a problem? Aren't you affiliated with the Super Phenomenon Task Force and the CNC? Don't you have things to do? Why are you here? I'm letting know if one is capable of me joining multiple clubs. Oh, so this is my current playground. But we are a game development club. Sis, you spend more time playing video games than anyone else. To make a great game, you have to test a wide variety, and... Yeah, I got it. I've heard it from you 100 or so times. Yoki, I thought you said you didn't have any hobbies. I never said that I didn't have hobbies, I said that I was looking into them. Recently I gained a little interest in video games, manga, and internet live streams. A little. You say that with no shame, you're here all the time. Toki tapped her own chest. Hello, Key, I'm Asuma. Toki shamed V for victory. Are you an idiot? I'm not an idiot. I'm the embodiment of humiliation and shame. Seriously, you're giving me a headache. Key, please do not faint here, Key. I'm gonna record this. Let's make it to the next scenario. You better not. I'm so very happy to have a fun time with everyone. This is more like a Key crashing out on everyone moment. Not fun. Just Key crashing out. Straight crashing out. It's been a while. Huh, I suppose this is your first visit, Rio. Yeah, so this is where it all started. Indeed it is. And here we are, come full circle back where everything began. Thank you, Himari. Thank you, truly. My pleasure. Ahem. Anyways, with that said, I believe it's clear that the Super Inferno Task Force has successfully completed its primary objective. Yeah, I initially thought the two of you were just sending me on weird, odd jobs. Of course not at me, unlike Rio over there, who is stubborn and hard-headed. I am considerate, open-minded, thoughtful. Tolerance, I am not reading all of these. I would never ask you all to do something unreasonable. Is that so? Did you leave your last shred of shame on the frozen sea? You've always been quirky, President. I'm just relieved that things worked out. I'm also incongruence in terms of quirkiness levels. You two only have a 2 to 3 point difference. For diplomacy's sake, I will not disclose who scores higher. Peace, peace. You're being utterly rude. That's a huge difference between an aesthetic with a plan and a weirdo randomly improvising. And if we're both weird, we are fundamentally different. So you at least admit that you are a weirdo. I'm so proud of you. You too, Sensei? It's nice to know I wasn't the only one thinking that. Why are you smiling? Now, let's all be friends. Why, I'm grateful that we were so successful and absolutely astounding. It's truly. It's a pity that we can't tell people about it. Freed's needs to serve an entry in the Library of Lore, a collection of urban legends floating around people. No, we do not want to be in the Library of Lore. Isn't it enough that we fended off an existential threat? How could you ask for more? Please, Rio, all this sense of randomly is making me uncomfortable. To make your wish come true, we have to disclose the existence of the Super Phenomena Task Force first. And then we have to explain why you disappeared. And before all that, we have to explain the Super Phenomena declaration. If that happened, your position would be... I know, clearly I was just saying I'm not allowed even a flight of whimsy. I think Rio has the right ID. Thank you, Keith. Well then, I must be off once more. It was nice to visit a Millennium again. What? Miss Rio? Wait, serious? Sensei? I think you need to slow down, Rio. Huh? Did I say something wrong? Again, because who knows when another threat will arise. And why is that? Because it's more effective, rational, and effective to operate in secret again? How did you know I was going to say that? Rio, let's have a serious conversation about this. For starters, you can lurk and hide in secret right here in Millennium. I can guarantee you that, after all, I've been doing it. Isn't that only because your personality's a little twisted? With me, I fear I'm gradually losing my will to live. Don't worry, President, you'll be fine. You're far too shameless, resilient to stand that. That is true, President Himari. I would never lose her evaluate sense of self, even if it meant dragging the rest of the world into an ego vortex. I'm starting to get concerned about everyone's impression of me. I hate you. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Himari. I always will. Anyways, Rio, from my perspective, it seems like the reason why you're trying to hide again is because you're uncomfortable with the sacrificing the other Millennium students. Of course, while it's true that you are socially inept, you have recently made some progress in your attempts to understand others, and that's why I don't think you're fundamentally a bad person. So what exactly you're trying to say? Seriously, I can't believe you're trying to force this out of me. Listen carefully, I'm going to say this once, so regardless of what you ever did, even if you did something harsh to our cute little Reese, even if you have dealt irreparable and massive emotional damage to Toki, even if you're narrow-minded persona, obsessive and too stubborn to listen to anyone else, you're not fundamentally a bad person at heart. You helped us all, you saved us in the end. But is there something on your mind? What do you feel sorry or even guilty? Come out and say it instead of retreating. Look, all I want to say is, you can't stay here, Rio. Do you understand me? In fact, you better stay here. At least then we can keep your trouble contained. President? Indeed. What's that about? What's wrong? I was moved to hear such a confession. I feel like I should shed a tear. So let me go find some eye drops. You may use mine, MES. The made in nature to have someone here. I recorded everything just as you said. I'll share with Eris after this. This is why I shouldn't say things on the fly. Himari's right. Rio, didn't Yuko already scold you? Right, I need to change my ways. Right. It's safe to say that we're no longer at risk of being hacked by Decimation, but there's another reason we're all here. We must hide Malkuth's existence from Millennium students. From all the students of Kivodos, isn't that right, Malkuth? Oh, so she is here. I no longer accepted that my fate has been forgotten. Wait, what? That my fate was to be forgotten. It is such a destiny were to befall me. It wouldn't matter. It would matter not to, out in the grand scheme. Sorry, did we make you angry? I do not understand the query. Perhaps there is another meaning to the word angry. I know not what you ask and say. Kindly elaborate. You see, it is fine to not know. I suffer greater confusion. More importantly, what do you want to do now, Malkuth? Well, this is merely a suggestion and comes with no pressure. If you are so inclined, you can find your place in the Super Phenomenon Task Force. Again, if you want to, it would be on your own free will. What do you think? Could it be that what Himari wants to say is, she's saying that she wants you to stay so we can all be friends. Correct, President Himari struggles with being direct and honest. Surely it's not because she wants to study you, right? Right, minds think alike? Could you all please stop making wild accusations? Must you always assume the worst? Lectures of language provide difficulty. Thank you for your concern as well. I see your generous offers, but I'd like to stay in hiding for a period at an alternate location. Why? Until now, I knew not what having my own life would entail. I was not required to consider it, nor did I need to. And soft and all. My sisters asked me to live. Such a request compels me to try. Nevertheless, I feel like I need time to define organization and structure what my life shall be. I know not why nor how I arrived at this thought, but to borrow one of your expressions, I have a gut feeling that this reflection must be done. If that's what you want, then I have no intention of stopping you. But if you try to cause any trouble again, I'll use every resource I have to beat you down again and enroll you at Millennium. Yes, I indeed learned the appropriate level of discretion. Yeah. Well, I guess so. This is the end, huh? So we won't see much. Oh, she's just flying off. I really do regret not trying to stop her at the end. But I think I somewhat understand how Malkuth feels. We all know how much you like going into hiding. Indeed, Miss Rio is talented in the arts of playing low, going no contact, and seeming in secret. Toki, yes, so has anyone ever suggested you think before you speak? How do you know, Key? Have you been secretly spying on me this whole time? You know, some things are just kind of obvious. What's wrong, Key? Toki was just stating the fact. I think I see why you two get along. I wonder where she's headed, and for how long she'll be gone. I think she just needs time. You mean time to reflect and learn how more about herself? She could have done that here, in your facilities. So you miss her? I don't. Yeah, that means she does. Can't you all just admit how you feel? I see. There are some things you can only learn in solitude. Perhaps one day she will branch out. She could decide her own path. I'm surprised hearing you talk like that. Is it so strange? Yeah, I'm impressed. Please don't tease me. It's rare to hear the president give such praise. This is true, even I never received such a compliment despite the surgery. That is why Sensei didn't do anything recently with the police basement. Wait. Boing boing? Toki, please. Toki. Toki, are you an actual child? But still, it's nice, isn't it? What is? I wonder, maybe it's like when someone feels envy when they see a bird flying freely in the sky. The bird will eventually will have to come down, yes? To drink water, eat food, and rest its wings. But even so, while in flight, the sky belongs to the bird. Even if it has to fly alone through an empty sky. Yeah, but I don't think it's alone. Oh, and why is that? Because there surely must be someone watching over it. You're right. Great work, everyone. Thank you. And a job well done, Superbanana Task Force. Yep, and we are ending the stream just like that. Yep, and if I'm correct, I think that's the end of the stream. Yep. Alright, thank you all for watching. It was nice streaming this. I love this story so much. Blue Archive outdid themselves again. Nexon, I love your stories. Keep up the cooking, and bye bye everyone. Have a beautiful and lovely day. And remember, love you all, and join the Discord server.